We've just been working with Beck's over these, making these kind of sweet beer labels that were actually ideas that people had worked on for our album, like our album cover concepts and stuff. And yeah, a bunch of real awesome designers did some pretty cool labels. We had a few ideas on what we wanted to use for the album cover, so we kind of threw a few ideas out there, which some took some parts from and stuff and worked into their designs.
It really felt like it was quite an open brief. Like a big thing was trying to work out how it was going to work on a label and on an album cover, because they're actually two really quite different situations for a design to live. I kind of went down this kind of echoey, psychedelic path, I suppose. This is the sketch I did that morning. So I just started drawing letters and kind of having resonating lines, and so they kind of look a little bit like topographic maps, or you know, when you put a pebble in a pool, so this kind of idea of resonance. So it kind of started with this kind of biomorphic, wobbly, hand-drawn stuff, and then it got really tight and clean and nice and tidy, which is what I usually do. Where I started with the design, the album name, Ages, was really prominent, but then it became more and more hidden and more kind of woven into the label design. And so I guess my challenge to all the people picking up the bottle will be to find the word Ages. It's in there, it's in all of them.
Heard a little bit about Beck's working with bands in Europe and US, pretty notable acts and stuff, getting the cool little collaborations going on with them. To see they're doing it in New Zealand as well, feel pretty lucky, I guess, to get involved and get a bit of support.
I tried to combine the theme of the album, Ages, and the music itself. So I've been listening to the album over and over again while brainstorming, basically, or sketching. Generally, this was a good opportunity to just experiment and do what you like to do as a designer. The only limitation you really got basically was the format, which was either a square album format or a beer label format. Other than that, we had total freedom.
We're pretty overwhelmed at first with like the amount of cool designs that came over. It was pretty obvious from the beginning which one was our favourite. It was a real standout. Marcus's design, he totally understood where we're coming from making the record, and had a take on it which I would have never thought of myself. So
I was definitely surprised to be picked as the winning design. I'm happy to be the chosen one, and I'm happy to work together with Ghostwave. I wish them all the best, and I think they're already on the way high up.
I feel like I'm going to be able to claim a lot of beers at parties, because that's our band's beer, so yeah, they're instantly all ours. Oh, that's actually mine.